Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is the SOC Hippie. Thank you for tuning in on my first ever video on this channel. Without further ado, let's dive straight into my personal 3 beginner tips for increasing your security in Windows 10. Starting off with number 1, I'd like to talk about automatically connecting to Wi-Fi networks. Now this is a thing that's mostly used for people that like to be on the move, but I see everyone benefiting at least a tiny bit from this. When connecting to a Wi-Fi network, it doesn't matter if it's secured with a password or not, there's a checkbox for connecting to the network automatically the next time. Best is to have this space unchecked as much as you can. The reason for this is that your computer constantly searches for networks. Let me give you a quick example. Say you connect to your local Starbucks network called Starbucks Free Wi-Fi. You connect to this network and check the box for automatically connecting, and what your computer is going to do now is save the name of this network in a list. Then, from now on, it will always search for networks called Starbucks Free Wi-Fi. It's basically screaming in all directions, "Hey, is there any network called Starbucks Free Wi-Fi near me?" And anyone with the correct tools can see these screams and use them against you and your PC. Any uninvited guest can basically create a false network which tells your computer, "Hey there, my name is Starbucks Free Wi-Fi and you can connect with me." And because you turned on the option for automatically connecting, take a guess what your PC will do now. Yeah, that's right, it will connect you to the false network. And your attacker can basically see anything you're doing on this network. Some of your data may be protected by encryption, but it's still not very smart to just connect to any unsecured network. Because as the name says, it's unsecure and not really safe for your data, even if it's protected by encryption. Now I'll quickly show you how to remove this option for networks already saved on your computer. When you look on the right side of your taskbar, left click on the internet icon and right click on the Wi-Fi button. Press Go to Settings and then Manage Known Networks. You will now see all the networks that you have saved on your computer. I'd recommend removing any unsecured networks from the list entirely, just to be safe. You can do this by clicking on a network and pressing on Forget. To disable the auto-connect function on the network completely, click on Properties and uncheck the Connect Automatically when in range option. Do this for every network you want and you're all set. Moving on to tip number 2. Using a separate administrator account next to your normal user account. Chances are that you're currently logged into an account with administrative privileges. There's a few reasons why this is a bad idea. The unwanted software can basically do anything it pleases without restriction, because it automatically has administrative powers. A way to prevent this from happening is separating into 2 different accounts. One for daily use, without any administrative privileges, and a special administrator account. Let's see how you can do this yourself. Begin by pressing the Start button. Click on the search bar and type in the following: NETPLWIZ. You will now see the accounts currently present on your computer. We're going to add a new administrator account first. Click on Add and then Sign in without a Microsoft account. Click on Local Account and fill in the information necessary. I'm going to call this account Administrative. Choose a good password which you can remember. Of course, make sure you use a different password for everything you have. You don't want to lose this account because your Tinder profile with the same password got hacked yesterday. When you're done creating an account, it should come up in the list. Left click on it once and press Properties. Go to the Group Membership tab and click Administrator Account. Press Apply and then on OK. You now have a separate administrator account. You now want to go to the properties of your current account and change it into a normal user account. When you've done that, restart your computer so that the changes will be applied. When you're logged back in, try to use the same application we used before. A screen like this should come up asking for your administrator account password. If you see this, you have successfully secured your account by removing automatic administrator access. Before we move on to the last entry, I'd like you to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon to everything so you'll see everything when my new videos come out. Thanks! Lastly, for tip number 3, is using a dedicated password manager. Now I'm going to admit, if you have many accounts, this one might be a little time consuming to set up, but it will definitely be worth it once you're all set up. A password manager is basically a big library of all the passwords you have, and they're all locked behind a single master password. You only need to remember that specific one and forget about all the other passwords. They can be as complicated as you want, because you don't even have to remember them. I won't be including a setup tutorial in this video. I want to give a full video in the near future to explain everything in detail. Stay tuned for that. It seems we have reached the end of my video. I hope you learned something today. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for future content in the comments down below. See you all next time. Peace!